we are hanging here with Chris Hunter of Satoshi. That's Satoshi.Money. And he's going to give us a quick pitch and a quick overview on what he's working on over there.
Thanks, Mike. Meet Satoshi, the everything Bitcoin app for everyone. As many of your listeners will know, the existing fiat money system is broken. Bitcoin is unseizable, uncensorable, hard money. And with Satoshi, we want to offer the world an escape hatch that is both beautiful and easy to use. Often in life, necessity is the mother of invention. I've been an early user of every Bitcoin app and platform and market over the last 10 years, and it was always frustrated in a number of different ways, no matter what the experience was. And so Satoshi is quite simply the Bitcoin super app that I wish I had for my first introduction to Bitcoin. The world needs the Bitcoin super app, one that can provide all the functionality that you can see here in a beautiful, easy to use design. And it should also have rich and useful feature sets for advanced Bitcoiners like yourself, Mike. So let's get into the details. First up, with Satoshi, you can buy and sell Bitcoin. Users can smash buy. You can set up recurring buys, hourly, daily, weekly, or monthly. Next, live in our beta, you can send on Lightning. Users love LNURL support, as well as human readable addresses like mike@satoshi.money, which makes moving sats around just as easy as sending an email. Now, as all Bitcoiners know, you never stop learning. There's many rabbit holes within the Bitcoin rabbit hole itself, and it can be very difficult if you're new to Bitcoin trying to learn about it and you're subject to SEO or the algorithm on whatever social media platform you might be on. So we've curated all of the best content within app. You're not linking out to YouTube. It's all beautifully done. You can learn at your own pace. We'll have our own educational modules, as well as content from some of the world-class educational leaders you see on screen here. Next up, in any domain in life, if you tell me what the financial incentives are, I'll tell you what the corresponding human behavior or outcome is going to be. So first is earn. Just to be clear, this is not a yield-bearing product like we've seen from some other organizations. Earn is simply this. We want new users to earn free sats for completing fun, simple onboarding challenges. So think, download the wallet, get some free sats. Set up your Lightning wallet, get more free sats. Send your first Lightning transaction, get even more free sats. Additionally, all users will earn sats back, the equivalent of cash back, on all their own transactional activity. And on the refer side, we're taking a very novel approach. Most consumer-facing businesses will give you a one-time reward if you refer a new customer, $5, $10, whatever it might be. Imagine instead getting 21% of the lifetime revenue from every customer that you refer to Satoshi. So I'm from New York City. You go to Union Square there's a huge billboard that shows the US federal debt, the trillions of dollars just rolling constantly higher every second as the interest accrues. I imagine analogously users coming back to the app 22 times a day because they want to see the sats at the top of the screen here stacking from all their earn and refer activity. So this does a couple things. Number one, it keeps users sticky with us from the first moment they download the app. And number two, it helps keep our cost of customer acquisition low as we look to build a massive consumer-facing business. Everything you've seen in the app thus far is largely built out and live in our beta app since January. We've bootstrapped the company. We're raising our pre-seed round right now as we look to do a full public launch in the coming months. Next up is the first product that is not yet built out. Realistically, it'll be 2025 before we introduce Borrow, credit product. American consumers in particular love credit, borrowing dollars or fiat against your Bitcoin collateral. You know, there's a couple companies still in the market offering this. You know, Unchained Capital is a great business, 8 years old. I'm an investor, a VIP user at Unchained. They do a couple things well. We love the Bitcoin-only ethos. We love the novel multi-sig collaborative custody, which provides a high level of trust and security. But even as an 8-year-old business at Unchained, the UX isn't great. You know, the customer service is a bit lacking even for VIPs like myself. And the term loan products, 6 and 12-month term loans, are a little bit cumbersome. You compare that to Nexo out of Europe. Nexo for years has had a beautiful UX UI, and they've got a different product, a line of credit that you can easily manage 24/7, 365. Just poke your phone, don't need to speak to a human. The problem with Nexo, they're not Bitcoin only, and you don't know if they're going to run off with your money next month. So we want to marry the best of both worlds here. Bitcoin only with collaborative custody and multi-sig for a beautiful, easy to use line of credit product. Next up is spend. We obviously enable Lightning transactions already today, So you can spend your sats with any merchant who accepts Bitcoin, but we don't want users to be cut off from being able to spend their Bitcoin in the world as we're on this multi-decade transition away from a fiat-based system. So we'll have a Visa Spend partnership where you can spend your sats anywhere in the world that Visa is accepted and get cash back paid in sats on all of those transactions as well. Now, the next question is really, how do we reach the world? Most Bitcoin companies right now, in our estimation, are largely operating in an echo chamber, right? In the US, maybe marketing to a TAM of 1 or 2 million people who are largely Bitcoin aware already, tend to be a more affluent consumer. We want to reach the mass public, right? So in the US perspective, that's 100 to 200 million person TAM, much larger. And we need to speak their language if we're going to do that. So we've already set up partnerships with people who have huge followings on the main social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, in what I think of as Bitcoin adjacent communities. So think video gamers, think outdoorsmen, think musicians. A lot of these people will naturally be Bitcoiners. They are Bitcoiners already. They just don't know it yet. And so through these partnerships, we're going to reach them and speak their own language and only pay for these marketing channels for the conversion to an active user, which keeps our cost of marketing basically zero at the outset. So to pull it all together, we know we have an unrivaled offering across a number of dimensions. First and foremost is the convenience of just having everything in one place. You can achieve what we offer with other apps, but you have to switch between 2 or 3 or 4 of them in order to buy, sell, spend, earn, learn, pay, borrow, etc. Number 2, testament to my co-founder Dallas and his self-taught skills, we know we have a user experience and design, even in our beta app today, that is head and shoulders above everything in market. And we've gotten that feedback from everybody who's using it. And then third is optionality. We want to give consumers choice. Everything in market today is either full KYC, scan your passport and your retina before you even see the home screen, or it's non-KYC with limited functionality. We're going to give all users the choice of either KYC or non-KYC in every jurisdiction we do business, including the US. And obviously you can graduate between the two at your own pace. Similarly, on the custodial side, live today, in our beta app, you can simultaneously have a custodial wallet and a non-custodial wallet, which is pretty novel in market. Very few people offer this. And as soon as feasible, we'll offer people a third option, whether on Fediment or another emergent protocol, to have a collaborative custody wallet if you happen to be in a high trust community. Net, we have a superior product and we intend to command premium pricing for this product. We will not race to zero on fees like we see others in the market do. How do we make money? We're going to charge 90 basis points on buying and selling. We're going to go to market and charge 30 basis points to send Lightning transactions and see how the market reacts to that. We'll charge a higher fee for instant cash out of fiat to your commercial bank and for using the Visa Spend product. And then very early on, we're going to introduce Satoshi Plus, a SaaS-like feature, pay $10 a month, get elevated customer service, a reduction on fees, and some other fun benefits. This is our roadmap. What you see in the orange here is largely built out in our beta. We're tacking for a full public launch in the next couple months. Next year, 2024, we'll introduce Satoshi Plus and the Visa Spend product. And then, like I said before, realistically 2025 before we introduce our first credit product. Dallas is my co-founder. Happy to chat more about our backgrounds. Goals for year one, very modest, get to 25,000 monthly active users with some real transaction volume. That's the Dog and Pony Show. We'd love your feedback.
Awesome. All right, Chris, we'll do the questions from the group. Thanks for coming on and hanging out.